World leaders master the art of self-defense.
Welcome to the Make We Talk program here in WZPP and WZOP. On WZPP and WZOP, the voice of the Caribbean. This is the Make We Talk program here.
Let me call you back in people, make we talk. Oh, conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark the talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. Make we talk. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark the talk and you will see. Conflict. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark the talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Make We Talk program here on WZPP and WZOP, the voice of the Caribbean. Mr. Holness?
Yes, it's a Friday afternoon. And then 1 o'clock on Thursdays and Fridays, I'm here with Jeffrey. We talk money on this afternoon, and I have a few ladies here with me this afternoon. We're talking about queen mode and money. Certainly, it is great that we recognize women for the work that they are doing in the community, and that they have done to help build and strengthen our communities. In fact, there's some science that says when you really empower women, you're empowering the whole community in a huge way. And thanks for ensuring that my voice is at the mic. And you hear a lot of stuff going on around here, a noise in the background, but we're going to settle in.
We're getting comfortable.
All right, so we have a few ladies here, and we're acknowledging women through the Queen Mode program. And certainly, as I quote scripture all the time, Ecclesiastic 10 and 19, it says, food make it a feast, wine make it merry, but money answers all things. So in recognizing these great ladies that are doing wonderful work in our community, we also need some money to put the program on, right?
That's right.
And to give and contribute back to the community. So again, it's the Voice of the Caribbean, 96.1 FM in Miami, 92.7 FM in Fort Lauderdale, 1590 AM in Tampa, St. Petersburg, 102.3 FM Hollywood, North Miami, 105.3 FM Vero Beach, 99.7 in the Orlando area, Winter Garden, Lake Mary. If you are on, call your friends and tell them to tune in. You should also have already downloaded the app, WZPPradio.com, WZPPradio.com, and we are on YouTube with the Jeffery Tavares YouTube channel. And whatever we talk about here is the opinion of the people who are on, not necessarily the management and staff of WZPP, WZOP Radio. Now, let me start with Miss Winsome Robertson. You're going to tell us a little bit about this program, what it is all about, and I understand that our Consul General might be calling in also, Jamaica's Consul General, that is. Go ahead, Winsome.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Let me first acknowledge that I also have Catherine Malcolm here with us. And Catherine Malcolm, folks, you might not know, she's Miss Jerk Machine, the first Jamaican jerk restaurant in South Florida.
That's right.
We honored you a while back. You're still here.
We're
Still going, huh? How many years that has been that you've been here?
Since 1989, so you're looking at 34 years.
34 years. Wow, it's almost a lifetime.
Yep.
But let's talk about the Queen Mode, Winsome. Go ahead, and we'll come back to Catherine in a few minutes and talk a little bit more about business and where we are. Tell us what this Queen Mode program is all about.
So thank you so much for having me, and hi and hello to your audience there. So Queen Mode is a extravaganza. It's an experience. For this year, last year was phenomenal. This year, we'll have Men in Black, which will be our Jamaican men of Florida, who will be escorting in our ladies. It's a day when we ladies are really being honored. We're going to dress up and show out. So, last year, I remember one lady called back and she said, listen, I came to your event broken and I left empowered. So that's the type of program it is. We'll have the praise and worship portion. We'll have Speak Your Truth, where we'll have women of resilience who will tell their story. We'll have fashion models. We'll have junk canoes. We'll have fine dining. Okay, you'll be served plated. So this is an all-in-one experience. All the performers are female, and it's just a time of celebration. We invite you and implore you to make this event your event for November 3rd. It's really an awesome experience. It's $150. However, every dime, every penny is worth it. You'll come in and you'll leave. We're hoping that room will be shaken and you will really leave with a whole different feeling. You're paying for an experience, and that's what it's all about.
If I may, Mr. Holness, yes. It's been a long time I heard about John Kuno.
So you say John Kuno. That's
yes.
Yeah. But the people in Bahamas said John Kuno.
Oh. Well, in Jamaica we said John Kuno.
Yeah. So it is certainly part of the culture of the people of the Caribbean, and I'm certain that it'll be fun and a great experience. Part of this is that you're honoring women.
Correct.
I see that Celia Earl, who's a very good friend, Coxana Mas.
Right, those were last year's.
Those were last year. I'm sorry. So
yes, no, but it's good. I mean, that's wonderful.
Okay, so then we said the ones that were honored last year, you may know them. Ella Smith, and then you'll tell me the ones for this year. Hope Bailey, Jackie Conliffe, Linda Hoogley, Millicent Crawford, Avril Dwyer, Yvonne Shirley, the late Marjorie Forrest, another friend who passed away, great woman in the Kiwanis Club, and Verone McMahon. Who are you honoring this year?
We have quite a lineup. One person I just want to. We'll be honoring 14, a total of 15 women this year. And I don't know how many of us remember Elgita.
Yes.
Yes. Well, Elgita will be getting the Iconic Legacy Award. And this is our first time doing that. But we felt that she has been one of those foot soldiers for, for a long time. And we want to make sure, you know how they say you give the flowers before the actual, somebody passes. Yeah, we want to make sure that she enjoys this experience. So yes, she's one of
So Algeta did the Jamaica Independence event each year. Is the same Algeta we're talking about?
Yes.
I mean, she had the huge event every year celebrating Jamaica's independence, and
yes,
the funds from that went to donate items to folks in Jamaica, to the children. It was the event of the year for many years here in South Florida.
I want
came to Jamaica's independence.
Absolutely. So I've known Elgita since I've been here, and who she was for me was like the front runner, right? So she was somebody that I looked up to when I came to South Florida, and so that is it. The people that are being honored inside of Queen Mode are not necessarily people who everybody knows who are out there. They are the women in the shadows. They're the women who do things that you don't even know that these things are being moved in our community by the nonprofits that they have or the nonprofits that they're associated with. So they are doing things and constantly doing things. I think you mentioned it this morning, Dale, that when you have women, women will change the world. Because we are the movers, and with the shakers, we can do 10 things because we're mothers. That's how we are, and so that is who I saw Elgita as. So it is an honor to honor her, a privilege to honor her.
Okay. Who else are you honoring?
We have Shelly Ann Taylor, Kimota Jackson, Nadra Sinclair, Jennifer Bartley, Morford Woodbine, Ava Smith, Johndra Greer, Patty McKenzie, Audrey Nelson, Dr. Iva Irvin Stanbury, Garla Filzam, Miriam Peer, Evelyn, and Andrea Hall. Andrea Hall from Fandangles.
Would you tell us a little bit more about these folks and their contribution?
Okay, these are women who are example, and I'm just going to name a few. They are feeding the homeless. They are sending items to Jamaica, barrels. They are teaching our children. They are really closing gaps in the community, because we know we cannot depend on the government for everything. So these small nonprofit or just volunteers are people that not necessarily are in the front row or in the front line or in the highlights, but they're there working, weekly, daily, making a contribution to humankind.
So, being someone who served in government, I try to tell folks often that too often people look for government to be the be all and end all, and it's not possible for government to do everything. And one of the things I like about this great nation is that they create this nonprofit status, 501c3, and other 501c organizations. Some are for nonprofits, some are for professional organizations for people to help empower and study and learn and grow and develop, like fraternities, sororities. Churches are nonprofit organizations, because the government saw fit that these contributions that these organizations make can be exponential in changing lives and in building and stabilizing communities. So folks can get a tax deduction for contribution that they make to these nonprofit organizations. That's the purpose they're there.
Yeah.
So for us to help support nonprofits, it's almost like a level of governance, because they are certainly accountable to their donors. And in fact, some nonprofit don't know, but most should, and the people should know that as a member of the community, you can actually ask the nonprofit organization to show me your books. Just the same way government books are available, and you can look at it to see how they spent the money, where they got the money from, and get a sense as to the impact that these organizations that are having. So having an event where you're actually honoring people who are part of nonprofit organizations is really something else. And there are some people who are not necessarily part of a formal organization, but they know that part of their responsibility as a human being is to give back to others. We're all here for only a certain amount of time, and eventually we're all gone. And we're not taking anything with us when we go, okay? We'll probably dress you up in some nice clothes and put you in a nice coffin, but you're gone, okay? You can't do nothing with it. Yes. So whilst we're here, it is really important that we do what we can to help others. And again, that's purpose. What are you here for? Yeah. What are you serving? Who are you serving? How are you able to make a difference in other people's lives? And beyond just yourself. And I find the people who give the most and do the most actually are the ones who seems to prosper.
Yeah, that's so true.
You know, I see folks who are selfish and want to hold on to everything, and maybe for a while they rise, but eventually something happens. You know,
they fall.
Yeah, you know, they're to live miserable with a lot of money, right?
Exactly.
But the joy in life, I think, is given.
Yeah.
And helping and helping other humans to live fulfilled lives. So it's really commendable that you seek to put this event together. And I understand Jamaica Men of Florida are going to be the escorts. I'm a part of that. I don't know if I'm going to be there, but it looked like I'm going to have to be there now.
Yes,
So bringing the men together with the women is also a big piece.
Yes.
For me. You know, we could get into a whole bunch of stuff, but the world moves when men and women work together.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the world is built. Children are built that way, right?
Yeah.
So it is a good thing for men and women to work together. And you know, sometimes it doesn't seem that way, but at the end of the day, it ought to be that way, that we work together to build families, to build communities, to work to make the world a better place for everyone. And this event is coming up Friday, November 3rd, 2023, and you say 7 p.m. sharp. I guess you're speaking to people like me who, when it comes to certain things, if I'm going to speak, if I'll be on time, okay? If I'm on the agenda, I'll be on time. But if it's an event where you're having a little party and stuff, and your folks saying, oh, Caribbean people are always late. Yeah, most of the time, if you're having a party or some gathering, yeah, we ain't coming on early because we know I'm going on right at the beginning. But if it's a business event, if it's a business venture, we will show up early and on time. So it's good to see that you're starting at 7 p.m. sharp. The tickets are $150, and I'm sure the fund's going to go to good causes also to help build community.
Yes.
Would you speak to that?
Yes, all the funds. You know, to date, we have fed about 4,000 homeless. Our work speaks for itself. We're very active. You can see what we do. And we need this fund to be sustained. You know, we need sustainability. If we don't have funding, we will not be able to do what we want to do and do more. Because at any given time, we do a feeding And if we feed 200, 300 people, there's still people that we have left behind. You know, when we do our street feeding, and it really breaks my heart when we give maybe 200 food or 100 food or 150, and you're driving away, and there are people running behind a vehicle trying to get more food, and you really don't have any, or you have the food, but you don't have water to add to it. And they're coming and they're asking you for water, but you just didn't have the funds to get extra water, you know. And for a great part, you know, I have been funding my nonprofit for a long time. So this last year we missed the mark. Okay. And this year we're trying to make sure that we'll be able.
So we're going to come back on the other side of the break, and you'll get to talk a little bit more about that. And we'll talk about how they get tickets and how they participate. Okay, we'll be back in a few minutes as we take this break for some commercial, talking about having a few dollars to keep the station open.
The smile from your face, make we talk. People, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World
You're
leaders
listening to WZOP 92.7 LP FM.
We're not the airlines, but we can take you to the islands every Sunday at Island Vibe Sunday at Blue Martini and the Galleria Mall. Enjoy happy hour from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. Enjoy live reggae music with the Visions Band from 8 p.m. until midnight.
and WCBPRadio.com.
Welcome back to the program on WCP and WCOP, the voice of the Caribbean.
Yes, you're here this afternoon again. I am Dale Holness, former mayor of Broward County, and we have some wonderful ladies here that are doing some great things in the community. And we're going to go ahead and continue, Winsome, about what you do with the funding and some of the things you're doing. And we're going to, I understand the Consul General Oliver Mayer is on the line. We're going to go ahead and have him speak for a few minutes. So go ahead.
Okay, so yes, we do a lot of feeding. We have, we send, last year we sent like 2,000 toys to Jamaica.
Wow.
So that's another thing we do. We do a toy drive, and then we ship the toys to our partner, Optimist Club, and the toys go to Trenchtown.
Okay.
Specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we do that, and I cannot leave without saying special, extra, super duper thanks to Catherine Malcolm, who is the backbone of what we do. Jerk machine, all the feedings are done actually packed and done from jerk machine, and then sometimes when we're doing the street feeding, we have two types of feeding. We have the street feeding, and then we have the inside dining feeding. So when we're doing the street feeding, we try to have a convoy, and we start from 4421 and Broward Boulevard, and we drive all the way up to the library, over to the train station, and that's where we stop and do our distribution. When we're doing the inside dining, we keep that because it's a controlled environment. We let people know only if they call us and say, well, we are going to try and volunteer with you. And then we also have a birthday celebration for all the homeless at once per month. This is something that we started in September. And our first time we did it with in partnership with the Jamaica Women of Florida, J Wolf. And that was an awesome experience because several gentlemen were just like, oh, thank you. One man said he has never celebrated his birthday because he was in a foster home. And from foster home to foster home to foster home, he never had a chance.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's good work.
Yeah.
It's
Awesome
it's
work.
God's work.
Yeah. We partner with a lot of other people in the community as well.
Okay.
And we have really amazing people who just come and volunteer every week with us. So, there are people out there who are willing to come and give up their time, and every hand is important and every penny is important because, this work is important, what we're doing. It's my pleasure to really serve with Winsome and to, be a yes to whatever she's up to in this community.
Oh, that's so wonderful. We now have the Honorable Consul General Oliver Mayer on the phone, and I know he wants to chime in a little bit here. I think he's got some tickets he's going to give away too.
Yes.
Consul General Oliver Mayer, you're welcome to the program. Thanks for joining in support of these fine ladies doing this good work. So we turn the mic over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure to be on the program. Can you hear?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
And, I just want to say congratulations to the Queen Mode team. And I was there at the event last year. It was, as I said, full of vibes, full of energy. I came up to say a few words, and they had me doing all kind of antics and asked me to sing and dance and all kind of things and give out prizes. And well, it was just good fun. And I think we're so proud of the work that our ladies continue to do here in our Jamaican diaspora. From Jamaica Women of Florida to all the various groups. Our ladies continue to lead the way, and we're proud of them. And I'm happy that they see that they want me to be there. I was honored to pass through and participate and offer whatever support we can because it's for a worthy cause. You hear about all the toys going back to Jamaica, feeding programs up here and giveaways, aiding AIDS, 501c. And so, we have to support those who are giving back. And I want to publicly just continue to thank all of those diaspora groups for the fantastic work that we continue to do for Jamaica land we love.
Consul General, I understand that you have tickets you want to give away, but you want to ask people to reach out to you in a particular way and answer a question. Yes. So would you go ahead and let the audience know the question you have and how they reach out to you to get the ticket?
All right. So we're going to do things a little different today. So you have to, first of all, go to my Instagram page, like the page, and then you're going to submit your answer to the following question. The Consulate General of Jamaica, Miami, serves 13 states. All you have to do to get the tickets is to name 5. The ladies in studio will provide it. The director will provide the tickets directly. Mm-hmm. But you have to answer these questions. So like the Instagram page, Mayor Oliver, MairOliver. So like the page and put and send in the answer. First person to do so will be the winner.
So they're going to go to Mayor Oliver on your Instagram page, MairOliver, and they're going to list 5 states that the Consulate of Miami is in charge of on behalf of the Jamaican government. And then you will be able to notify the winner from your Instagram page and pass that information on to Queen Mode. No, Jeffrey, you can't be one of the participants. No members of the WZOP, WZPP team. No. Yes. That's what a disclaimer.
What is it? Consul General, tell me she can't enter either.
Miss Jane can't enter. Tell her she can't enter. Okay, sir. Mikey Mike, tell him same after. And Jeff, you can't enter either. Right?
Okay, sir, I won't.
All right. Consul General, thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like to impart with us before you go?
No, just to include your phone number as well. And I want, when you put in your answer, and for persons listening, let's continue to support these dynamic efforts, specifically for this conversation, Queen Mode. Let's support our ladies, our queens in the community. We love you like cook food, so let's support them and purchase a ticket and ensure the work continues.
And we love you too, because you've been doing a great job as a Jamaica Consul General up here, sir. And I'm trying to figure out why are you being a stranger to the Mequitalk program, sir?
Well, Jeff, I hope you set the record straight. That, I was one of the first persons to be on your program, and you have direct access to call at any time. And no, I'm always happy to be on the program, and I thank you so much for the access you continue to provide the office to give updates to the community. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Well, this is the Voice of the Caribbean, and you're the Dean of the Caribbean Consular Corps in Miami. What are the countries that participate in the CARICOM Consular Corps, Consul General?
All right. So we have Antigua and Barbuda. We have Trinidad and Tobago, Haiti, Rep, Barbados, Bahamas, St. Lucia, Grenada, Suriname, Belize. Yeah, I think I covered everybody.
Yeah, and
it's I must say it's a very dynamic group. We make an effort to not just meet meetings, but we meet outside of the formal setting and just get to know each other well and see how we can support each other in our individual efforts.
And I've participated in many occasions with you, and I've over the years that I've been here involved in the community, it's the most dynamic that I've seen the CARICOM Consular Corps, and I wish that our governments, the governments in the Caribbean, would be able to work as closely as you guys do here interacting and collaborating so readily on so many different issues. And congratulations to you being the person who chairs this group, the Dean of the Consular Corps.
Thank you. And it will be unfair of me not to mention to your listeners, and this is not a quid pro quo, but Mr. Dale Holness has been one of the most supportive individuals to the group and to the various Caribbean islands without looking for anything back. It's been, so we can call him at 11 o'clock in the night. He's there at our meetings and has been very supportive. And I want to publicly thank you on behalf of the group for the work that you continue to do for us pro bono.
Yes.
Right? And it's important, though, that we recognize when good things happen.
And not only that,
Listen, and you know, to talk it, we have to just, in true Jamaican style, also, we have to talk up the thing.
Yes.
I saw it go.
Yes.
I saw it go.
Yes. and not only that, you know, we must give him thanks because he has done great job in the Jamaican community here in South Florida. And we must give him thanks for this man.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it is a labor of love for me to be able to make a contribution. I'm grateful. God has blessed me from very humble beginnings that I'm able to have a decent place to live, food to eat, clothes to wear. My mind and my body is intact and well.
Praise the Lord.
So I'm grateful. Not that I don't have challenges, as many do, and family challenges, personal health sometimes, but you know, it's life. We're gonna live, and if we're living, we're gonna face something, right? Yeah. So thanks to so many of you who have been supportive, that I've worked with in a collaborative way over the years to help to improve the community, to make a difference. Catherine, you and I go back many years. We've done some good work together over time. Your Lauderhill business, you started there, and you know, been there many times. Utilize you for catering and other stuff, and there to honor you and the work that you have done. Now, ladies, let's get to some business here. The event is Friday, November 3rd, 2023, 7 p.m. sharp, and it's going to be held at the beautiful Pembroke Lakes Country Club, at 10500 Taft Street in Pembroke Pines. And ticket information, you can reach out to Queen Winsome Robertson Green at 954-249. Consul General, you got a mute for us, please. 954-249-5074. 5074. Again, let me do that slowly. 954-249-5074. Queen Janet Mastin, 954-239-8394. Queen Catherine Malcolm, 954-980-0011. And Queen Mar, 754-246-077. There's a whole lot of people there. And you could also get tickets in person at Epic Nutrition, 12566 Pines Boulevard in Pembroke Pines. That's 12566 Pines Boulevard in Pembroke Pines at Epic Nutrition. And of course, Jerk Machine at 317 Southwest 6th Street in Fort Lauderdale. Jerk Machine in Lauderhill at 4261 Northwest 12th Street in Lauderhill at the Lauderhill Mall. Janet's Jamaican Cuisine, 3810 South State Road 7 in Miramar. So it's easy for you to get a ticket to participate. And I'm sure if you make a phone call and you'd like to make a sizable donation beyond the size of the ticket, that would be very welcome also. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And we've got a couple of minutes left here. And I told you, Catherine, that we'll talk a little bit about your journey from. Okay, so before we go there, eventbrite.com and caribtix.com. Eventbrite.com, caribtix.com. tickets.com. And you can go ahead and repeat that also.
Yes, you can get your tickets online. For those of us who love to do online business, you can get your ticket online at eventbrite.com or caribtix.com. That's eventbrite.com or caribtix.com. Other than that, look at the flyers. You have so many options. Thank you so much.
All right, Catherine, you started Jerk Machine in 1989.
Yeah.
When nobody in South Florida know not much at all about jerk.
Not
So
much
jerk
at
was
all.
that somebody bad and no good.
Wow.
Back in 1989. That's a long time ago. You're talking about 30-something years.
34, 35 years, something like that. Yeah.
34 years.
Yes.
And you're still open.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there have been ups and downs along
A
the
lot
way.
of ups and downs, but
but you're
isn't that
still here.
life?
And you're not only here, but you're giving back and making a contribution. Tell us a little bit about your story and your history, Catherine.
So, you know that I migrated from Jamaica to Canada, and then I couldn't stand the cold, so I just decided I needed to leave Canada. I came to Florida, and inside of Florida, I saw that there was a missing for really great Jamaican food. I mean, there were restaurants around, and I get that restaurants that were here were very much the old tradition where you walk in and you sit down and there's tablecloths, plastic, however, and flowers, plastic, however, on the tables, right? And I said, I want something a little different. So I didn't want tablecloths. I didn't want flowers on the table. I just wanted a quick, fast way to come in, grab your Jamaican food and go. And so that was the concept that we came up with, and we had long lines, Dale. I mean, there were people who would come and say, God, okay, I'm going to place my order and go wait in the line. And an hour later, they were still in the line. And it's really great to know that there were people that were coming from way down in the south of Miami, from way up in West Palm Beach, from Melbourne, all over Florida, to come and try our food. So, I know many of these customers are still our customers. We grew a big brand, and, it went to a different way, but here we are. And as I said, with life, that's how life is. You come and you go around and you come around, but be involved in your community, no matter what it is. I love to be a part of the people who are starting out. I love to see how Winsome is blossoming into, the Queen mode and aiding AIDS, because there's a big story behind aiding AIDS and what she's doing. And I love to be a part of things like this. I love to be part of so many organizations that I'm a part of. I love to be a part of them because I see that energy that people that want to give. I want to be around the energy of people who want to give. And like you, Dale, I do want to honor you and acknowledge you because, as I said, from in the early days, you were always listening for what we were up to. And I know that you know about Portabella, which is my purpose. My nonprofit is Portabella, and that's about creating young entrepreneurs inside of our cities. Right? I want to create millionaires, and I'm not going to be ashamed to say it. Some people don't want me to mention that I'm creating millionaires. I'm creating millionaires so that we can have millionaires in our community. So Winsome don't have to just come to Jerk Machine and ask us to support. There's a lot more people she can go to, and everybody. The people like Andrea Hall, who is bringing awareness for sickle cell. I want them to be able to go to other people and say, can I get a donation? So that the one or two people that are in the community that seem to be doing okay are not just stressed out about supporting, that we all get to support and help each other. So that's it.
And I know your next generation is helping you with the business now.
Absolutely. So my children are taking over, my daughter especially, so which is another queen. And yes, sometimes I have to close my eyes because I'm thinking I want it to go my way, but it has to go now the way of the future. Right. And so that's it. It's all good. And yes, there's still going to be more bumps and grooves in the road, but she's got to learn how to manage that. Yeah.
I saw her at a catering event, and I think she handled herself quite well.
Yes. She has her mother to thank for that. Yes, and we, Winsome also has a daughter who's a queen, and I have a granddaughter, and Winsome has a granddaughter. So we're raising more queens. We want to have more queens in our community. Because as I said, we are the ones that lift up the community and do the things that are not necessarily, I don't want to say that men don't do this as well, but we tend to knit and weave and do the other inside work that most people are not taking a look at. Yeah.
All right. So we have a bunch of people that are participating in this. You talked about Andrea Cole, Queen Andrea Cole.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be the co-host along with Dr. Suzanne Lisette Davis. You're going to have DJ Empress there.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, she's really great.
And the truth is this, I have a difficult time reading the rest of those names. So would you run those names down for me? You know them anyway.
Yes.
Somehow your font and the design there is.
Yes. So we have our invocation will be done by our Queen Elaine Bukal, awesome prayer warrior, awesome lady. We have Lisi Soul and the Soul Sisters. Last year they performed. They were awesome. We have our DocuFilm winner. She's a DocuFilm award winner, and she's Tanika Clark. Now, Tanika has a documentary, and that documentary won in among a lot of documentaries. And she will have one of her people will be there. We call them Women of Resilience, who actually is a victim of human trafficking, and she will be there to make her statement where she was and where she's at now.
Okay.
All right.
So that's great. Now let's do this one more time. Let's talk about how they get tickets and how they participate. And folks, I gave a bunch of numbers out before, but you can also make a donation to this great group of people doing things. So give a phone name and a phone number that you want as point person to coordinate donations if someone will give extra donation, and if they want to reach you directly, and how they obtain tickets for the event.
Okay, so again, the online ticket for those of us who want to do online is Tix.com, and you have Eventbrite.com. All you have to do is go on the website and type in Queen Mode, and you'll be able to purchase your tickets. Then you can call directly. You can call 88 at 833-333-8589. I'm not sure of the last four, but you can call me directly.
Yes,
you can call me directly.
Make sure we have a number that when they call, they
yes,
reach you.
they'll get it. It's 954-249-5075. 954-249-5075.
One more time.
Again,
slowly.
954-249-5075 or 954-249-5075.
Okay.
Okay.
So you
Same
can call,
number.
make a donation, get a ticket, and you can go to Carib
Tix.
TIX. So TIX is the ending of it. Carib TIX.
Yes.
And let me thank you, ladies, for joining us this afternoon. I know that Jeffrey, you have some announcements you want to make before we break out of this program. And good luck. I'll be there.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, and appreciate
I'll buy my ticket before you leave, so that I'm
Thank
making
you.
my contribution to the cause.
Wonderful.
Okay, Jeffrey.
Just to let our Mecwe Talk listeners and those on YouTube know that on Sunday, that's tomorrow, Sunday coming, the 29th of October, the Mecwe Talk program will be hosting a Jamaica and South Africa Security Forum. Our guests are Ambassador Andy Mashile of Interpol, retired FBI agent Wilfred Radigan, Herb Nelson Jr., security consultant, and General Labie, head of the South Africa's police department in South Africa. They will be our special guests. That's this Sunday, October 29th at 11 a.m. U.S. time. That's 10 a.m. Jamaica time. We'll be live on the Mecwe Talk Jeffery Tavares YouTube channel. It is going to be Jamaica and South Africa Security Forum. Our guests are Ambassador Andy Mashile, Herb Nelson Jr., Wilfred Radigan, and General Godfrey Labie.
So until we speak again in the coming week, we are here to inform, empower, and educate our people on the Voice of the Caribbean 96.1 FM.
You're listening to WZOP 92.7 LP FM.
We're not the airlines, but we can take you to the islands every Sunday at